Craig.
Ooh, I love Craig when he does that.
Oh, yeah,
That's right.
I forgot he does that now. Because he's only done it once before. So.
That's the first time
Yeah, I did that. We were all like, oh.
Ooh. Yeah, I haven't put up last week's recording because the audio is terrible. So off in so many different directions.
Oh, man.
And I just haven't taken the time to really sit down with it.
Well, let's just jump right in because I don't have an intro ready or anything, and we will start with, we'll say this is the morning following your practice game of Siege Ball. You're not quite sure what time of day you have to expect the game to actually take place.
Could I was hoping like that during the nighttime I could try to go with a message.
Now, if you want to try to go during the night, you can, sure.
Oh, going covert. Oh! So ready for this. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
I just said that like I reserve that right for you. Good what you want to be.
All right, so I've brought up the map for the watch
Oh. Yeah. I just want to leave a message. I just have to get 700.
I'm guessing maybe you have to like stealth in, and that's why there's a map.
She could get within range from the other side of the building as long as you've done some recon, so I think you know the side of the building that the cells are on and that sort of thing.
Because I don't have any spells left.
I don't think you need them for message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I can't actually do anything.
I still don't have my book.
I'm dropping you momentarily in the middle of the building because I have to move you across to kind of get you to the side of the building where you actually would be. So, there, I can't remember what I said about windows here. I feel like there are a couple of barred windows on this wall that let light in, like moonlight in towards the cell. From out here, you wouldn't really easily be able to see anything, but you know this is the general area that he's being held.
Okay. So, like, how big is this? Like, what? Like, is there somewhere I can stand that, like, for the other people, like?
The map's currently black on my screen.
You should have vision.
Yeah, mine's black.
Oh, why?
No.
Why does your token never have sight? I don't understand.
Because she's human?
I'm blind.
No, it doesn't even have sight. It's not even like emitting light. It's that the check mark for has sight is not checked.
Oh, really?
I swear I have checked that check mark a dozen times.
You get to be blind. Congratulations.
You should actually have sight now. Not that it makes a huge difference because you're on the outside of the building, so there's not a whole lot
to see.
You just do. Could you give me dark vision for 8 hours? Sure.
I'll be right back.
That's not
That's not suspicious.
Yeah, suspicious. That's what I'm going for. It's like, obviously, it's not the word.
Yes, he was just totally not even thinking because he's too excited about seeing
So this is what am I looking at?
You're on the side of the building that Frederick is being held. There is a hallway. You can't really see into it properly, but
Inside the building?
you're outside the building. But there's
Okay.
like
Can I like
you know from
far
your
away
recon
from the
that there's
building?
huh?
Can I like be far away from the building and still see something coming through, or do I have to be right next to the building?
Let's see. I need to actually look at message just to see if that would.
It says 120 feet, so I don't know how big the ground are.
Yeah, it's.
How deep is the building?
Let's see. You can cast through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier. But it's blocked by 1 foot of stone. But there is a small barred window here that you'd be able to cast through, so you can get it through to
Do I have to stand right next to the window to do it?
No,
Because I feel like if you're standing right next to the jail, it's like, I'm not conspicuous at all.
yeah.
Just had for a nice stroll.
What? Me? Suspicious? No.
As far as being near the building enough to cast the spell, but far enough that it's a little less suspicious, roll stealth for me.
Anything other? Can I? So if I cast invisibility on myself, I can't use message, right?
I mean, you can.
I think
You're invisible when you cast a spell.
I believe invisibility is concentration, but message isn't, so there shouldn't be any reason that you couldn't cast it. No, the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell, so casting a cantrip will end your invisibility. Because you can be invisible right up to the point that you either use an attack or cast a spell. So if you wanted to like sneak in and directly whisper or something, you could do that while invisible and not lose it. But you you can't cast a cantrip and not lose your invisibility. So
Okay.
Limitations. Make two creative solutions.
at least until somebody gets greater invisibility, but that only lasts like a minute. So.
Because he's not right next to the bars. So.
Huh?
Like, you could just fly up.
What classy? Okay.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't.
What class is Frederick?
I think I have a sheet for him somewhere. I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, that's right. He's a rogue with a bit of fighter.
Okay, so I'm just going to use one of my second level spells to disguise myself as a guard, just in case.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what that was, but it startled me.
Okay, and then I'm going to stand far away from the building as possible with range while not standing out in the open.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
you guys have
roll-
something on top of your microphone. Sadie.
I do.
So, sorry, Heidi. Man, people on the left side of my screen.
Roll stealth, Heidi. Not well.
22.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah,
Oh, crap.
you're able to be inconspicuous and kind of keep yourself out of the way enough that people think you belong here. You're the few that pass at this time of night, and this late at night, generally, people don't walk past the guard station that much unless they have an emergency. Usually people get a little uncomfortable about that and steer clear, just in case. If they're... So, everyone that passes just assumes you belong. None of the actual guards or watch members come out from inside the building. This being the far side of the building, there aren't any entrances along this whole side of the building, and so it's a slightly lower traffic area. Anyway, so
Candy.
Cool. So I'm gonna try using it. And I'm like, Frederick, hi!
It's happening!
I learned a thing, and I can talk to you now.
yeah, Frederick is. You can't see his face, but you can tell that he's a little thrown by this for a second. But after sort of a long pause, Mouse, is that you?
It's me.
I mean,
Please respond to
yeah, he's like, I mean, actually, you, not the mouse that you sent before. Like, that's a bit on the nose, don't you think?
Poetic. So, what's happening? Talk to me.
It's complicated.
Complicated how?
Complicated. I'm not sure where to start.
The short version, maybe?
I have to find one of my pages of notes. I'm sorry.
Give me the abridged complicated.
Any cliff notes I can read? What are those? Cliff notes haven't been invented yet.
Do it! Make a killing! Market's wide open.
Yeah, Frederick says, if I suddenly stop talking, it means I'm hearing one of the guards getting close. They usually keep guards posted on me right now, but they've gone to take a break at the moment, but they may be back, and I will have to be more careful. They watch me closely enough that even if I am speaking silently through this method, they might get suspicious. But he says, I was being paid to try to kill Avenda, but I also believe it was the right thing to do. And it's very complicated. I think, from what I've heard, what little I've heard since I was in here, that my employers were actually members of the Peculiar Party themselves. Avenda's party. Not sure why his own party wanted him dead. Or if they really did want him dead. But I feel like I have to go back a little further. I traveled with the old group for a while after you left. Things got ugly pretty quickly, though. You know, they spent so much time talking about taking control of the Thieves Guild back in Red Bar, and after Flair died, they did it. We took the territory for ourselves, and then we left Gred in charge of it. Daneth and I took a number of new recruits headed north. That's when Daneth started to get a little out of control. He started calling himself Kingmaker, insisted on being spoken to that way, insisted everyone around him call him Kingmaker, claimed he was going to build an empire in the shadows, and started demanding that our new recruits swear direct loyalty to him. I confronted him about it. He got angry, told me to fall in line or to leave, and I was either loyal or an enemy. I backed down, but he tried to kill me in my sleep that night, so I ran and ended up here in Gate. Last I knew, Daneth and his friends, cultists, whatever you call them now, they were headed for somewhere in Oromir. I stayed here, laid low, thought about taking my knowledge to the authorities, but given my occupation, it seemed unwise. Ended up nearly broke. In running for my life, I lost pretty much all the money I'd made. So I started working essentially as a spy for hire, gathering information, selling it as when no one had any contract work for me. And I got caught up in some political crossfire. I didn't usually know whose interests I was serving when I was hired. That was not really the way this works. I just knew who I was supposed to be gathering information on. I got hired to watch Avenda a few months ago. He's a merchant, ostensibly a spice dealer, sells spices and perfumes, luxury goods, that sort of thing. Rumors have been simmering about him for a long time, and the rumors are true. I found out that he, in fact, has quietly been operating a drug ring. He's a Vorta distributor. And not sure if you've heard much about Vorta. It's been all over the streets of Gate for a few months now. Not sure if it's spread beyond the city yet. Very addictive, builds up tolerance quickly, very easy to overdose. Especially in the slums, you'll sometimes see people totally brain dead after overdoses on it. Returned that information to my employers. Never saw faces, only spoke to a hooded man in a certain alleyway at prearranged times. And they asked me if I was capable of eliminating Avenda. I agreed. Quickly found I was being followed, though, by other hooded men. Tried to lose them, went to do the job. And the City Watch were there, and now here I am. The City Watch had been posted to Avenda's home.
So, I'd like to talk more about this, but for right now, while we have time, I just want to figure out how we're going to get you out of this. So, there's two options that I see. We could break you out, which would be super risky, or you could talk to them. Talk to them as in the police, which from what I've been able to gather, you would rather not.
I've given them as much information as I can. They seem to believe that I have more to offer them. And they have been uncertain about whether I am telling them the truth, whether I am any sort of risk. I'm not sure what more I can offer them. They want to know names. I don't have names to give them other than Avenda's, and they already have. They had suspicions of their own, which I assumed they would believe I'd confirmed if they actually believed anything he said, but I'm not sure they did.
it sound like you didn't want to say anything, but it sounds like you did.
I've said very little. I've said that Avenda would have deserved it. I said that I was being paid, which they knew, but couldn't tell them who was paying me. Didn't know much. I don't know. Oh, the guards are coming back. I think we may have.
Do you know how to lockpick? If we got you a lockpick thing, would you be able to unlock it?
I probably could. I am not sure that the guards will leave me alone long enough for that. And from through the window, you hear out loud that the guards approaching. Like it's not very loud, but they're kind of conversing amongst themselves. And you hear one of them say, "All right, Gaultier, come with us." And he's saying out loud, "I'm sorry, what?" And he kind of whispers through the cantrip back to you one last time. It's just like, "They're unlocking the cell. I think they're taking me somewhere. There are 3 of them. I don't recognize this one." And yeah, from what you can tell, they start taking him out of his cell.
I only have one spell slot left.
Send in Nip.
Yeah. Kind of try to nip in.
Send Nip in.
Nip in and attempt to make it.
I didn't quite hear that.
So, yeah, I'm gonna just then nip in to see if I can call them.
Okay. Yeah, you can send Nip in. Like, he'll just kind of scamper up and go through he's small enough to fit through the bars in this small window. And I'm trying to find where in my notes the thing that I need is.
Where's
Alright, so Nip runs up the side of the building and slips in between the bars, and you are able to see through Nip that there are 2 City Watch guards and a man in a dark cloak that are taking Frederick out of the cell. And the man in the dark cloak you can't see his face. He's turned away from the window at the moment, but he waves a gloved hand. And the 2 guards go over to the corner of this hallway, and they bend down to the floor, and they strain and pull away one of the stones of the floor. And there is a hole with a ladder underneath it. This big, heavy stone that they really have to strain to pull away. And the man in the dark cloak just kind of points at the hole, and to Frederick he says, "Down. Now."
Are they holding him or anything?
They're armed. They're not like.
Are they like holding on?
They're not holding on to him, no, but they're.
Okay, I'm gonna have Nip try to touch him to cast invisibility.
Okay, Nip will have to like dive for Frederick to be able to cast invisibility on him. Let's see, how do we handle this? I'm gonna say it's weird. Nip needs to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that's gonna go up.
That'll be a raw d20 because Nip's dex modifier is 0, so just d20. Okay. Yeah, like Nip is able to make the dive. He lands on Frederick's shoulder. And do you just immediately cast invisibility?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on a second here.
It's probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then I just yell run in his ear.
Okay.
I yell run in a whisper-like way.
Yes. Stage whisper. Just like Sadie, I think you're muted.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
These guys are probably trying to break him out too, and then he's invisible now. Good luck.
Yeah. Now I have to find stats I wasn't sure if I would need. I'm sorry, I'm so unprepared for everything.
You're good, don't worry about it.
There is anything.
Oh yeah, and as soon as I cast invisibility on him, I'm gonna do the thing where you can like hide your.
Where you can what?
Yeah. Can't like you make your familiar disappear and then make him appear.
Yeah, you can just desummon it. Basically.
Well, maybe because I do want to watch. I want to watch to see what happens.
Well, only if there's like a floating trap.
Yeah. So let me see.
So maybe I'll have him look for a place to hide first, and then if there's no place.
Yeah, you can unsummon him and resummon him, I believe, just as
I just want to see what happens.
Let me just check. I think that's an action if you resummon him, but I can't remember. As an action, you can temporarily dismiss. And as an action, while it's temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear. So yeah, it's an action each time. And so let me see here. I just need...
Disappear into
Also, the thing is, if you desummon Nip, he's the way that you have vision in the hallway right now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I'd be able to be there.
Could Nick like go into a pocket so it's not invisible? So she knows what.
Yeah, Nip could basically tuck himself into one of Frederick's pockets, I think.
And then there'll just be a set of floating eyes.
Awesome.
Let's see. Where is... Alright, I started this a little slow. I was not totally prepared for this. But,
So you can prepare for this.
Yeah, the cloaked and hooded man, through Nip, you see him kind of like very quickly glance up to the window where he saw just the flash of motion of Nip diving before Frederick went invisible, and then he just jerks his eyes back over to where Frederick was standing, and he just kind of makes a couple of motions and instantly transforms into a horrifying, roiling mass of tentacles that fills the hallway. And which, let's see. I need to actually, like, get vision for you in here, and I need tokens for the couple of guards that are with this guy. Are in here somewhere. Somewhere. Sure, this will work as a generic.
And I apparently can't see the map either, but it's cool.
And let's see. I need Frederick's token. I know I have Frederick's token in here somewhere. Sorry.
Fuck it.
Yeah, were we supposed to be able to see the hall? Because I couldn't see anything.
Not yet. I haven't
Okay.
given... I think I have a token for Frederick. Maybe I don't. Apparently I don't. At least not uploaded if I do. Do I have a token in folder? It does not look like I do. But I guess that's okay, because he's invisible at the moment.
He's nowhere.
Now, let me see. I can give Nip vision, which should, in theory, let you see in the hallway. I think. Although I guess it doesn't.
Am I really that?
Huh? You're not that close to the wall, no, but there's not room in the map to move you further away, really, than... Like, you're further out somewhere. But...
Out there.
And, let's see, the tentacle thing is currently trying to take up the hallway so that nothing can get past him. I guess I should roll real quick to see if Frederick was able to slip past him before he did that, but his reaction time was pretty quick. And Frederick rolled decently. Let me roll again just to see here how that goes. Yeah, Frederick isn't able to slip past him before he transforms. And... What's that, Chris?
Was that he is or isn't?
Frederick is not able to slip past him before he transforms. And,
What?
Oh, and, yeah, in this form, this guy can see invisibility. So this is... I forgot about that.
Oh,
I was
well.
like, he has... And,
Find a way. But no.
you know, just, but out of this, like, horrible tentacled creature, you hear this awful voice saying to the guards, it says, he's in front of me, get him down quickly. There are other players involved now.
How far away am I from them?
I'm not sure how far you would have been. Probably 50 or 60 feet, I would say, just because of the size of the streets and whatnot. And, let's see, he has... Yeah, in this form, the form he switched to, he has see invisibility active always. Like it's just on, always on for him in this form.
Stinking magic.
Yeah. We need the Cthulhu plushie.
Yeah.
There he is!
Oh, wait, no. In this form, he doesn't actually fill the hallway. He's still medium size. So, but he has see invisibility, so...
But he's invisible to everybody else. So,
yeah,
like...
He's invisible to the guards. But, let's see. I guess I'm gonna have to roll initiative to figure this out. Hear Sadie screaming somewhere.
Hey, David.
Yes.
Are the bars enough where if mouse floated up, she could throw her dagger through?
Yeah, she'd be able to throw a dagger through if she wanted.
Why they-
Trying to straight.
Well, they're going to. They're
So, initiative for Frederick. Ooh, that's not good at all. Where's Frederick's
He's like,
initiative bonus? Frederick has a really good initiative bonus, which is good because he rolled for crap. And these two guards. Hey, the guards actually rolled worse than Frederick did. However, the tentacle monster rolled a 22, so he's going to act first. All right. So,
How do you have the quick question?
yes.
huh? Oh. I just want to Sorry.
Let's see. All right, so the tentacle monster man is going to make an attempt to grapple Frederick. Frederick might be able to slip out of this one though, because Frederick has really good acrobatics. So let's see how this goes.
Nice.
Yeah, Frederick easily manages to slip, like he ducks and weaves away from the tentacles expertly because he rolled a total of 27 on his acrobatics check against like a 16 for the grapple attempt. So he
This is a flip where he like looks over him like that and make eye contact. Flip.
That's Freddy's view right there as he ducks around. Right in your face, but you can't touch me.
Yeah. All right, and yeah, with that, he manages to dodge out of the way, and it is at that moment that there's a noise of frustration comes from this mass of tentacles, just sort of this hissing like, and the tentacles all just sort of quiver and wave and fade to invisibility.
Invisible tentacles.
So the creature is now completely invisible. And
Bruce in bonus action dash, just saying.
Nope. So
bad.
yeah.
Go, Freddy, go.
All right, so it's now Frederick's turn. I'm just going to use Nip's token as his because he's going to try to get away. He's going to run down, take an opportunity attack from the tentacle creature, which is still there because it can move. It just turned invisible. And that is going to hurt. That's a natural 20 on that opportunity attack. Oh boy, let me see. How's that work? Because
Oh, bother.
the tentacles have nasty claws on the end of them. And
You can also bonus action.
what?
You can also bonus action disengage.
Bonus action, what?
Disengage.
To disengage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he
Oh.
probably would use his cunning action to disengage so he can avoid this.
Yay!
Barely. But he's, which means that if he bonus action disengages, he can't bonus action dash, but he can still dash anyway. Let's see, so he hauls all the way down the hall as far as he can get to about here. And the guards, one of them drops the end of the stone cover that he was holding, and he just hearing, like, he can still hear footsteps. He doesn't know exactly where Frederick is, but he can hear Frederick just taking off down the hall. So, like, let's see. Makes it to there. And the other one runs after him there, which then makes it the tentacle monster's turn again, because they're the only three in initiative at the moment. We could roll you into initiative as well, but you're not in there, and I don't know if there's... Like, if Mouse wants to do anything, we can roll you into initiative.
I don't think I'm within range and I don't have any... I'm not sure how many spell slots I have, because I used all of them, but then I went up a level, and I don't know... I know that I did, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'd say your new slots until you get a decent rest won't really come into effect, so...
Yeah, and I think that, like, Mouse isn't very strong. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be very wise for me to jump in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of more of like a...
Yeah. Jeez, I forgot how fast Tentacle Monster is in this form. Like, he's so fast that I don't think he even needs to dash to catch up. Like, he can just kind of saunter over. He's real quick. Let's see here. Alright, well... Oh, he might... No, wait, he has reach. So, yeah, he can't quite make it to as far as he wanted, but he has long enough reach that he can attempt once again to grab Frederick. Let's roll for this. Frederick once again manages to slip away from the attempt at grappling. see. You know, if there's anything else I can do right now in this form. Where is... Okay. And although you can't really exactly pinpoint where the creature is, you can hear through Nip behind Frederick, just like maybe 5 or 10 feet away. This growl of frustration, which then makes it Frederick's turn again. See, he does not know his way around in here very well because the only time that he's really been in here was when he was brought into the cell. So he's not totally certain of the route that he's taking, but he is gonna just blast as fast as he can now that he is. Oh no, wait. I don't think he realizes how... He doesn't realize the kind of reach that the tentacle monster has, so he's technically within opportunity attack range now. And he wants to just move, so he's using his cunning action to dash. And so he is going to possibly take a hit here. That's gonna be a hit. It's not a crit this time, though, so there's that.
Hooray for that! Okay.
Actually, roll all the dice for that attack. That's not much damage, I don't think. I mean, compared to what it could be. Let's see. That is 14 points of damage that Frederick takes. His claws rake across his back. And okay. And now he is going to just all-out run as fast as he humanly can, which for a rogue is pretty friggin' quick. Because he is going to bonus action dash and then use his regular action to also dash, which means...
Double dash!
Yeah, let's see. And his speed is 30, so he can move 120 feet.
Go, we go! Woo!
Go, 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 go!
Let's see. Which is 20 squares? Yeah. So he's gonna...
Wait, 120?
Yeah.
Or 90?
120. He is dashing twice. So it is 4 times his movement.
Oh. Oh. My bad. I misunderstood how that worked.
I want that.
Right.
Let's see, he moves 14 squares here. He throws open this door. And much to the surprise of another officer that is in the hallway, and to her senses, this door just opens itself like just throws itself open.
Get out!
And no, don't need to map. That's not what I need to do. And he makes it over to there. He's not really sure where he's going, but he's in luck that he's heading in the general direction of one of the exits right now. Let's see which which then makes it the guard's turn. I think I might have accidentally moved the map, even though I didn't intend to. Yep, I did. Move it back.
Oh no!
Because I think everything was a little off there. I moved the map, but not the lighting layer, so everything was just a little janky. But, Alright, so it's the guard's turn. They are not going to make it anywhere near as far as he did. Oh, and that puts him
Come
in the
on.
lane. He should be in this
Come on,
hallway
come on,
that
come
I'm
on.
not gonna- No, he should be over here. Yeah, I think that's where he should be. Alright, so guards are only going to be able to make it that far. So they're on his tail, but they're way behind. Let's see, the invisible creature, though, can move if it dashes. Let's see, 110 feet. Which,
But know which direction?
it knows that he was running this way, sees the door flung open as it comes down, so and a confused guard on the other side. So he makes it close enough to make another grapple attempt.
Ah!
This certainly is turning out to be interesting.
Yes!
Natural 1 on the grapple attempt,
Yeah!
and
Tangles his tentacles.
yeah, and like a 25 on the acrobatics from Frederick anyway, so it would have been.
Jumps through a loop of tentacles.
Which I'm gonna say that natural 1 on the grapple attempt means that the tentacles aren't actually also able to make an attack against him.
Yes.
Because,
Yeah.
so, not this turn anyway. And let's see, I've got to kind of zoom out and take stock of the map. I think Frederick is just going to keep moving in the same general direction he's been going. And yeah, I'll say also because of that natural 1, even though the tentacle creature would normally get an opportunity attack from this range, that it's unable to do that this time.
Woo! Go, Frederick, go!
Yes.
Makes it this far, throws open this door, which I'll do it real quick. Do. Makes it within 10 feet of the front door of the place. Because...
Oh.
And that is Frederick's turn. The guards are starting to really lag behind now. They're
Go, Frederick, go!
yeah, the guards make it to there.
Oh, we can't see
Yeah,
them.
they're still in the middle of the building, back where Frederick was at the start of that turn.
Oh.
I'm playing with the lacing on my corsetry because I'm so nervous.
Yeah. And the invisible creature, on its turn, makes it close enough to make another grapple attempt. Oh, this might be the one. That's a 24 versus a 16, so Frederick is grappled.
Oh.
Has made it right to the entrance of the building before getting caught by the creature.
And there's no cops around noticing this mad dash.
There are people taking notice, like all of a sudden this. Well, no,
They're
he's
also
invisible.
invisible.
They're both invisible.
So it's just this like.
They're just like the cops are focused on the doors slamming open, and but both Frederick and this creature are invisible. So
Can Mouse drop invisibility?
can what?
Can
Yeah,
drop
mouse drop invisibility.
One invisible monster.
So they can like see him.
You are out of range to communicate. You can no longer see what's happening. He ran out of range. I think. No, wait. I think you can still see, but you can't. I think you can't do anything. I guess I have to decide whether that means that you drop concentration or not on it, or if the concentration is just channeled and it holds. Trying to figure out how to handle this. Let me see. Yeah, your familiar must be within 100 feet of you to deliver a spell. But it's still you casting the spell. Let me see. And while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Yeah, somewhere in the middle of the building, you lost sight of all of this.
No!
Like, you cannot see through Nip's senses anymore about halfway through the building. You are just on the other side of the building. You have no idea what's happening in there. You just know that Frederick was making a mad dash. And...
Can you still see through
I think Nip would probably, like, try to not stay super close to the building, but kind of try to make her way towards where he might be coming out.
Okay, there have been, like, 3 turns here, I think. If you are all out dashing, you similarly, I think, could make it 120 feet per turn.
Yeah, but I'd be going around the building.
Yeah, you have...
Plus, I probably wouldn't want to be too close to the building. I don't want anybody...
Would you go around the building the north way or the south way? You're not quite sure which side is shorter, because you've checked out the building, but I don't think you've like run the perimeter or anything. You just kind of figured out where stuff was. So north or south? Huh?
South.
Okay. As you will momentarily find out, that is unfortunately the longer way, but that is the decision that Mel's made in the moment. Let's see, where is... Do I have the ruler tool that this is a little easier? I don't remember where that is. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, they changed it. That's why it confused me. It now has snap to center or snap to corner or no snapping. We'll snap to corner just for the...
I will be right back. Cthulhu's making an appearance, I guess.
So, let's see. On turn 1, you would have made it about here. Turn 2. About to here. Turn 3. you'd be able to make it around the curve of the building to about there. And we'll assume you're a little further out than that, but that you're trying to move as quickly as possible, so you're kind of hugging the building while you're running around. Which means that you are back in communication by this time, I think. I think you're within... Well, let me check that to be sure. No. You are for like 20 or 30 feet out of range to be able to see through Nip's eyes right now.
Well, what was the decision on the invisibility? Does she have to be in range to drop it?
That I'm still trying to figure out, because that is just concentration. Let me see. I have to just make a call, but in order to do that, I need to look at the spell. Let's see. I'm gonna say you can drop concentration on that, and that it'll just end even though you're not within range. But do you want to do that? Because you don't know where he is, you don't know what's going on in there.
I think,
Like,
yeah, she wouldn't know that was what was happening. So she probably wouldn't.
yeah, she'd probably assume that it's better for him to be invisible than not still. So, like, the option is there, but I don't see much of a character, like, I don't see making sense until you're a little more aware of what's happening. But, which, let's see, if we should put you into initiative order just because even if you're not sure what you'll be doing, you took it, like, you ran for those turns, so roll for initiative and we'll add you in.
11.
Okay.
11.
Ah! I had a quick costume change because that corset was killing me.
They have a reputation.
I mean, like, it's super comfortable and I love it, but, like, between that and, like, all the excitement and stuff, like, I was getting a headache and
Because, you know what, I think the action there, the last action would have been the creature grappling. It's Mouse's turn again, so you can actually move into... No, wait. It's Frederick's turn. Yeah, it's Frederick's turn because of that last move technically was... I was counting at the start of a fourth turn and it was still the third turn. So, Frederick is going to, I think, just try to escape the grapple.
come on!
Like you do when you're grappled by an invisible tentacle monster.
Grappled creature has to use its action to escape. Okay, so that's his action to try to escape, and that is a
Come on,
contested roll, I think.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, it's a contested roll. Ooh, they both rolled really low that time.
Come on, Frederick.
I love the
But
fox.
Frederick has a higher bonus, so this may still turn out for him. Let me check the totals. Let's see that.
I don't know
Look
how
at
you
us
could
getting
do
all
it.
excited about NP escaping from jail.
Right? We're just on the ride.
That is
Come on. Come on.
okay. So Frederick manages to pull his way free by 1.
Woo!
He manages to.
Whoa.
He manages just barely to slip away,
Yes! Yes!
and
Frederick can, Frederick can.
let's see, he then
Yeah!
uses his cunning action to dash, and takes an opportunity attack for his troubles, which is a 2, so he's
Yes!
fine.
Oh.
I mean, it's
Yeah!
more after the bonus, but the roll was a 2, so it's not going to hit him.
Hooray!
So he bolts out into the street, and let's see, how is your distance? I want to see if you can actually get. No, he's out of.
Oh,
your-
jeez.
He's still out
Actually
of
saw that
range.
come up on the map.
Yeah, he's still out of range, so you still can't. You don't know where he is. But he's out there somewhere in the street.
How far away?
He is about. Let's see. Actually, from there, he keeps probably running. So he's around like 140 or 150 feet by the time he stops for the turn. The guards are just kind of limping along, like shouting, trying to get the attention of other guards while they're at it.
Hold up, bad dudes. We're slower than you are.
And let's see, the tentacle creature is going to be able to catch up and make another grapple attempt.
No! Can't handle it!
Which Frederick is once again grappled.
No!
This is a weird one, guys.
This is why I put myself on mute. This is why I mute myself.
Which then will also, the creature is actively trying not to, like, kill Frederick, so he's not really dealing damage unless he has to. So when a successful grapple happens, he's not going to try to do anything more than that. But, let's see. How does this work for him? I need to decide about. Sorry, I'm trying to. I think that he's going to have to wait until his next turn if he's going to try to do it. Is he good? Okay, yeah, that'll have to wait for his next turn. It's now Mouse's turn. Let's see. This is going to be kind of abstract, I think, because you're out in the street where the map cannot actually fit. You don't know where they are. You can hear some commotion. What's that?
She would probably try to go like towards where he might come out and like just kind of listen.
Okay. Yeah. I think at the very least you would be able to make it into enough range that your senses would snap back. You're not actually as close as represented, but I'm just trying to. You'll be close enough that you can once again see through Nib. And even though that takes over your senses when you do that, you probably want to do it just because you have no idea where Invisible Frederick and Invisible Creature are, so you probably want to snap back to their sight. You can...
Yeah, but I would probably want to be somewhere where it's like, you know,
somewhere what?
Like, if there's any trees around, like, float up into the tree and hang out there.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth check, and we'll see if you're able to conceal yourself real quick here. I don't know. Did you hear me say to make a stealth check, or did that slip by?
Sorry. Okay, stealth check.
Come on, Heidi.
18 plus 11. Yeah, 18 plus 11.
Nice.
20.
Yeah. So, you are. I mean, let's see. The passive perception on this thing is really high, so whether it notices that. 18 plus 11, you said?
Yeah.
It is not. It's not actively looking for you, so unless it's passive. I know it's passive. Yeah, its passive perception is 24, so you even manage to escape the sight of the thing as you kind of fly up into the branches of a tree and try to keep your eyes on stuff. You switch back over your senses to Nip. You can tell that Frederick is not moving and that he is kind of held up in the air. So you assume that the thing is holding him. Like there are only so many context clues you can operate from, but you guess that Frederick is being held, and you can see through Nip's eyes the tree that you are hiding in. So.
You can see through Nip's eyes the tree that you're hiding in.
Yeah, so you have a sense of where you are in relation to Frederick right now because of that. And
Yeah, how far away is everybody now?
How far away what?
How far away is, like, Jesse and everybody?
That was a little quiet, I'm sorry.
How far away is everybody else?
At the end?
Yeah, everyone else is like back at Khadrazat's sanctuary, so they're like 3/4 of a mile to a mile probably. So.
Long ways.
Okay. Yeah, because I can't really do anything, right? Because, like, you know,
yeah, you yeah, you don't have spells left, you have cantrips, you have your dagger and that sort of thing, but whether you feel like you could do much with that is up to you.
But, like, because if I'm looking through Nip, can I do anything?
You could try to cast like a touch range cantrip. You'd drop invisibility in the process on Frederick, but you could try. You'd be at disadvantage because you're not quite
This is gonna help me.
Yeah, you're not quite sure where the creature is because it's invisible. And
I feel like Frederick, he's almost out, and he's out.
what was that?
So right now, Frederick he's out of the building, right?
Not quite.
Yeah, he's out of the building.
Oh, is it?
Currently being grappled by the invisible creature.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like floating in the air, so you can tell he's being grappled. Like he is, like Nip is about 3 or 4 feet higher in the air than he should be for the pocket that he's in, which means that Frederick is 3 or 4 feet higher in the air than he should be. And so, you're like, unless Frederick learned to fly since you last saw him, he is. I know you
New
did,
skills for
but.
everybody.
So I'd be at disadvantage if I tried to use like my bow and arrow.
Yeah, because you're not entirely sure where the creature is. You just know that it's there somewhere.
But if I attack, then he won't be invisible.
Yeah,
anymore.
if you attack, Frederick will. You'll drop invisibility on Frederick.
But if you drop invisibility, they might be able to get it back at either the monsters or monsters. Yeah, like if they just be like in the air.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, because he got out of the grapple one.
That's a bonus action. That changes what the creature might do.
Okay. Let's see. Mouse
What's that?
will try. Mouse will try to. Can Frederick, like, he's invisible if he wants to or not? He can't. Can he decide to not be invisible?
You're the one who can decide. You cast the spell, so.
So does that mean that, like, if I'm, like, in a bar with somebody, I could just, like, make somebody invisible?
Yeah, and until you drop the spell or, like...
That's that way?
Until either you drop the spell or that person, like, throws a punch or something, because... like, the only way that someone who has had invisibility cast on them by someone else can choose to end it is if they, like, make an attack or cast a spell of their own of some kind. So, like...
So Frederick could use the not be invisible.
Yeah, he could... If he tried to attack, he's been trying to run, but if he tried instead to attack, which he might consider, he'd,
Okay, I probably just whisper that to him to remind him that he can be invisible.
Well, if you whisper that to him, then you drop invisibility anyway. Because that's a cantrip. So...
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just see what happens.
Okay. And it's Frederick's turn. I think at this point he might be getting desperate enough to actually try to attack. But he'll be at disadvantage because he's grappled. I think. Yeah, he can make an attack, I think, at disadvantage. So let's see, he is going to do the thing. What is the thing? Now, from what you know of Frederick's fighting style, like, he's really good with daggers, but he prefers to throw them. He's not nearly as good up close in terms of dealing damage, but he doesn't really have much of a choice at the moment. Because, yeah, he did all kinds of, like, crazy trick shots with daggers, and he had a trick that he used to do where he would use a dagger instead of a lockpick to unlock doors and that sort of thing. He's good with them, but he's better if he can get a little distance and throw them. But let's see. Where's Okay, so he, since he's readying an attack, I'll say that invisibility drops on him pretty quickly. You see him, you can see him draw a dagger from either side in each hand, and with disadvantage, he makes an attack with either hand. First dagger is miss. Second dagger is an even worse miss because of disadvantage. He would have hit with one of those, but let's see. So yeah, I think he. Oh no, wait. He is going to take this opportunity to use Action Surge because he's part fighter.
Yeah.
And he is going to try to escape the grapple again. Oof.
That's good.
Nope. He rolled a natural 1.
No!
Oh, dang it.
And the creature rolled like a 24, so... So, Frederick is still grappled. Guards are still milling around in there. In the building, trying to figure out what's going on. Brings us back to the creature's turn. And... gotta actually pan over. Alright, so... where is the token I need? Because he is transforming out of the tentacle form. Alright, which means he also drops invisibility. And he transforms out of tentacle form. I would have given, if not for that natural 1, I would have given Frederick a free chance to escape here because transforming from a tentacle to just a dude, like would have. But that natural 1, this guy's still firmly got him, and he, in frustration, like with his free hand, makes some motions and hisses out some harsh words, and he and Frederick both disappear into thin air. Nip drops to the ground. Let's see.
We were so close!
It's kind of bummer he didn't use his action surge to run like another 120 feet.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't run without escaping, so like he could have run further if he had, but he was holding on to that action surge in case, the thing caught up to him and he needed it. But
dang it!
Was Mouse able to see the faces of the guards?
The faces of the guards, not very clearly. The face of the guy in the cloak, definitely.
I know we're not there, but would Jisu or Tamati recognize this creature?
That's what I was.
You'll have to ask.
Dang it! How dare you?
Like when Mouse gets back to the rest of you, you'll have to ask her to she could probably use minor illusion or something like that to recreate the face so that you would be able to.
Yeah.
No information for you.
If we had been there, we could have been nodded to death again.
What?
We got through these forms.
What's that?
If it's who we're thinking it is, we got through one of his forms. Just
Yeah, but it's been a day or two, so you probably got that form back.
No.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, if we had like 3 or 4 of us.
Oh yeah. And I'm not like transformed out of Werebear, the magical touch. Stupid.
But yeah, you can still hear panic coming from within the watch offices, and you see some guards run out of the building, shouting, looking around in the street. They don't see you. You're hidden up in the tree. Nip runs back over and scampers up the tree to you. And although the guards spend some time looking around in the street, there is you don't see anyone come out that you recognize, but you can tell that the watch offices are now on high alert because a prisoner who tried to kill a political candidate who is currently in, like, the election is tomorrow,
Yeah.
and this prisoner just escaped. They're on high alert now. Like,
You have to escape kill the guy the next day.
Like, as far as they're concerned, he just escaped. Other than the guards that, like, were trying to take him away, like, other than at least those ones. As far as the City Watch offices are concerned, Frederick Gaultier is at large. Like, they have no reason to.
Oh yeah. No, I was just saying, like, if they kill that one politician guy.
I'm just saying, like, I was just saying, as far as they're concerned, he's just out. Except for the guards who were involved in trying to bust him out anyway. Oh, I guess I should... No, he wouldn't have said anything because he didn't actually know you were there. So... Because his passive perception was not high enough. So yeah, that was a thing.
It was! Holy moly!
So, like, those guards, would I recognize them? Like, could I try to mouse go back in and...
You didn't get the
Or
best look at them. You were kind of focused on everything else that was happening in there and didn't really get a super good look at them. If you want to go in and look around for them, I could probably, like, have you roll to see if you recognize them.
Okay, yeah, because I just want to see if I can overhear anything.
Torture information session.
So let's see. Roll. I'm trying to decide what I should have you roll for that. I guess just perception. I'll just make that a perception check.
Come on, Heidi.
12 plus 4, so 16.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the DC I was setting for that was 20, so you aren't able to recognize them. You see a few people who might be, but then you see others milling around that might be. So you're.
Are any of them, like, talking about stuff that might be interesting, like, that I might hear part of it and be like, ooh?
All the discussions are basically just about, like, this guy escaping. And,
oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
yeah.
You're so in trouble.
Let's see.
Oh, man.
With that perception check, I'll say that I don't know. I'm trying to decide what you would see. Because yeah, you don't see any. Yeah. It was the right way on my side, at least.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You don't really overhear anything. The the guards, whichever guards were the ones that were involved, they're keeping quiet about it. The discussions of it are all just speculations on where he might have gone, where they might try to go look for him, but you are pretty sure they're all dead wrong because he was just teleported away by a tentacle man. So,
Tentacle man.
And, I'll say you do wander back down towards the hallway where the cells are, and there are a few guards milling around there. The stone cover to that passageway has been replaced. So
The stone has been replaced?
the stone, yeah, they put it back. Like,
Oh.
so the it's whichever ones they were, they decided that it was more important for them at some point to stop following him and go back and make sure that nobody realized there was a secret tunnel outside the cells. So,
Secret tunnel.
Okay. That's all I tried to
okay. Yeah, you at some point while you're looking around, you do recognize that Commander Shieldright is very agitated and is just like, well, find him now. Like, it's just like, we don't, like, there is none of, like, they're just like, sir, we don't know even where to look. He's like, well, figure out where to look. Like, there's...
Don't want any of your excuses!
It's just like, we cannot afford to have this happen right now. We can't afford to have this attempted murder on the loose the night before
the election.
Yeah. And you see a very, very tired-looking Vindra running around trying to figure out places that she could start looking to trace things, casting spells to try to sense magical traces if there were any involved, that sort of thing, and she is, from what you can tell, coming up with nothing. Yeah, she looks very, very tired, and like she is, she's running on maybe like half an hour of sleep and about 1.5 gallons of coffee. It's like,
Because she was out partying with us.
Yeah, she.
Yes, she was.
She looks very
That girl.
tired. Then, when you are unable to find out any more interesting information, you slip back out unnoticed. Pretty tired yourself after the day you've had. So I assume that's probably all Mouse wants to do for the night, and really kind of can do for the night.
Way to bring it, though. Holy cow.
Holy cow, yeah.
That was... I had no idea how that was going to turn out. I was really,
It was awesome.
I was like, what's going to happen here? And it was just like, as soon as like Tentacle Man catches him and gets the chance to hold on to him long enough, he's going to try to bail.
Yep.
But
dang.
Was,
oh, that's a long time.
There were a couple of times where I was pretty sure Frederick was going to get away, though. He was, was really moving.
He's good.
So close.
Yeah, assuming that you don't have any other plans, you return to Kajazat's sanctuary. And everyone else is probably already asleep. I assume you kind of snuck off in the night, and so everyone no one else is awake at this time.
Good vision. Each ball playing through their head.
Yeah.
I'll be able to play with you guys now.
But morning comes, and all of you make your way down into the tavern area. Kadrazat is already behind the bar. He has some of his workers bring you breakfast.
Woo!
And he was actually still up when Mouse came in last night. He doesn't sleep much, if at all. You're not actually sure if he does sleep. You haven't seen it, if so. But he saw you come in and just kind of didn't comment on it. When you come down this morning, he kind of just half grins at you as late night last night.
And a really awful date.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What? You had a date? Tell me all about him. What's going on? Who is this guy? Do I need to meet him?
I think I think Mouse would not want Kadrazat.
Yeah, like Kadrazat, let's see, he makes a real quick insight check, rolls a natural 20, and just kind of reads the room. Kadrazat's just kind of like, if you need me, I'll be in the back. And just like excuses himself, and real quickly he let's see, what is that? Sorry, I have to check something.
Must be like, it was an awful date. He disappeared on me in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
As Kadrazat is excusing himself, he just kind of like claps your shoulder and does the same to everyone else standing nearby, like members of the group, and casts non-detection on you. So, for, like, you won't be able to be scryed on. No one who you don't want listening will be listening right now, basically.
Yeah.
8 hours.
8 hours.
You kind of feel the little magical tingle as he does it, so you know that he's just kind of making sure that you won't
I heard
be
the
spied
first
on.
one.
Yeah, the second one didn't pop. Yeah.
So Mouse goes on to give a very theatrical play-by-play.
Yeah.
What did he look like?
Well, he's tall and handsome. And... oh, the squid thing!
I thought it was
The squid thing.
into that.
Rinda and Zafina are like, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, she's talking about
Two
me.
completely different conversations going on.
This was like tall, dark, handsome, little bit squid-like.
Really slimy character.
Handsy.
But yeah, you if you wanted to just show them the face that you saw, then you could just cast minor illusion and put up a little.
Yeah, so he started off looking like this, and then all of a sudden he was looking like this.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
Yeah. Jasu and Tamati immediately recognize, especially Tamati. It's hard to forget the face of the man who took a file to your teeth. This is Vacha, the torturer, the dark, twisted druid that has been working with the Aegis.
Oh, I knew it.
So, yeah, you very quickly recognize, even from the description, you're already thinking like that's Vacha. That's got to be Vacha, and then
Behold.
Kill this guy. Should have brought me with you. Could have taken him down.
You gotta tell us when you do these little things.
Well, I just thought it would be a pleasant conversation, a private conversation.
Oh.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Why would Vacha want him? Do you think the Aegis is involved with the peculiar party?
Absolutely.
I
Well,
imagine they'd have to be.
they're involved with anything political. If it's not their candidate
true.
or their character, then they don't want them in there. So whoever they can control, whoever they can intimidate.
Well, especially from what Mouse was saying to us that he didn't ever see faces or anything. So I assume it had to be.
and you have to assume also that the Aegis has some foothold in the city watch as well.
Yeah.
Given that guards
Especially
were
after that.
assisting.
The guards were trying to assist, yeah.
So, to what degree that corruption runs, you're not certain.
I hate that.
Murder the government! Anarchy!
About the only people you're pretty sure are not involved would be like Garen and Vindra and Zareth.
Yeah.
Folks we've worked with.
The dragon. Surprise, wenches!
No.
He just comes in like sits the building. Just like done with your nonsense.
It's me!
Well, the only thing I can think of is that, the the building that we went to, which is me and Jasu, if they were still there or if they're remnants. I mean, they might. I mean, that might be their home base of operations inside the city, or at least a launching point. Might have taken them back there. Dang it! Oh, I want to go kill this guy. When do I get like detect time warp and follow people through? Dang it!
Detect time warp.
Well, I'd be curious where that path leader is.
Here's another what?
The pathway into the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We could like show Garen where that is to kind of vouch for the corruption within the guard. Say this is what was actually happening, and we can prove it by showing you this secret passageway.
Yeah, but then they have to know that I was there. Unless one of us wants to pretend like we're psychic and be like, I had a vision.
I can do it. I can totally do it. No, I can't lie to Garen.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't-
you already got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
You gotta say,
Yeah, do not lie to Garen.
Although I don't know if you told us about that.
I don't think I did, but I still can't lie to Garen.
Yeah, because it works so well.
I think we all know that we shouldn't lie to Garen.
Yes.
He's smart.
But you weren't doing anything wrong. You were communicating with him. You hadn't done
It's
anything
true.
wrong yet.
It's true.
You were reacting to, so you really are okay. I mean, you may not have been okay, with what you were talking about. But I mean,
But if I go in acting like a psychic, he's gonna see through that like tissue paper.
any of us. That will not fly an inch.
I'm very new to magic, as much fun as it is.
So I think we should be straight with Garen.
what's gonna happen? trust your
And-
boyfriend. They're just gonna get killed by someone.
I don't know what he could do, but maybe
Least
we
help
could
him
just get
out.
permission to go into the tunnel to pursue it and see what we find. Like, he's got enough to deal with. Just let us go check this out.
We'll probably want to do it when we have non-detection and be really careful because for all we know, it's the entrance to like their lair or something, or who knows.
Yeah, let us try and take care of this problem. You take care of whatever you can. Focus on the election.
I will be back. I'm sorry.
Probably gonna try and kill them.
I mean, I can disguise myself. I can disguise myself as Garrett and be like, "Hey, look what I found, everybody!"
Fool everybody else. Not you.
Except disguise self, you can only drop yourself a foot.
Yeah.
So I would be a really
You'd be
tall.
very
dude.
tall.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Never mind.
This is effective if you made yourself 1 foot taller. As Gary.
9
Say
feet
what?
tall, Garen. Rawr.
I'm back.
I'm
Everyone's
Garen.
like, what is going on here?
I don't know if you guys heard that, but we were talking about a very tall Garen, and David says, "Are you guys trying to talk me into cosplaying as a dwarf again?"
Now we gotta talk him into cosplaying as Tamati, disguising himself as Garen.
Yeah.
This could work.
Let's do
Oh.
that just so we can have a legitimate cosplay.
Follow
Oh
through.
man,
That's the plan.
that's awesome. Well.
I do have to go to bed soon because I'm going to a JavaScript conference in the morning.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
need lots of sleep for that.
So
Well,
my
you
work
know
was
what?
like, we know you're going to be on maternity leave, but do you want us to send you to a conference? And I was like, okay.
Yes, please. That's cool.
I would be okay, like, I mean, we could wrap it up here. It's been a very
Yeah.
fulfilling
It's been a
evening.
very-
And I don't think we should
kinda wanna
go
see
into
Bumble.
this without Mouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we can't do anything until the police give us more information anyway. So we can
Right.
wrap it up there and then go on to the Siege Ball tournament.
But next time, because I still have a couple weeks left of my maternity leave, so
Nice.
yeah, so then I won't have to go to bed at a certain time.
Yay!
Cool.
We will find Frederick.
We'll find him. Yeah, we'll focus
Oh my
on you
head.
for the
We have-
next couple weeks.
We have so many people to find, you guys.
Right.
I don't. I have a whole tribe. You know, that's all.
You have your sister's memory to restore, though.
Yeah, still, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So rough. It was like, yay, no.
Nothing.
Wait! No! What?
Anti-climb.
It was a terrible climax. It was like, yes, this is gonna be. Ah!
This
will be a good recon.
Bye.
But
See you later. Have fun storming the castle.
You think it'll work?
It'll take a miracle. Bye bye.
Bye!
It's so painful, Daniel. We could have fought.
I know, right? If we were there. Oh.
Werebear. Even if you went into like uncontrolled Werebear, you're gonna hate the guy who filed
Oh yeah.
more,
Yeah.
Way
than
more
the guy-
than anything else going on.
more than the guy who accidentally stole everything. Just saying.
Ah! 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 I still literally feel my jaw hurt every time I talk about that. It's yeah. That's not even in game. That you can literally feel like I want to like pop my jaw right now.
Oh.
You talk about doing like Cthulhu dark games and stuff. And I'm like, after that, I'm not sure I could handle it.
How's your dental plan?
Yeah.
Oh, that just kills me. We could have fought him.
Oh, no! Ew.
And just think, if Heidi had not just mentioned in the very beginning, hey, can I do this thing in the middle of the night? I might have completely
He just
missed
would
the
not
whole
have-
thing.
We would have missed the whole thing. Yeah, we would have gone and be like, "Oh, he's gone."
We would
No.
have been like, oh, good, he's out. It's all better. Instead of, oh my gosh!
Ah,
I'm gonna let David tell you about his cosplay idea that he just was telling me about.
I'm excited for it already. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, that'll be my cosplay. I will be Bior riding on Garen's shoulders.
Yes! Yes! I love it! That'd be so great! All
Well,
right,
possibly Mad Marchmain on Garen's
oh,
shoulders.
that would be great
work,
too!
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
2 buddy dwarfs. Oh my gosh.
Except that
You're gonna make us
Marchmain's a halfling.
Still short.
It would still like
Even then, half of me's too big for that.
Yeah.
Oh, David, that was so painful. Oh.
Yeah, I had no idea how that was going to go. That was... As you could probably tell from me, like, stopping everything to open character sheets, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it's going. Oh.
I want to kill that guy so bad.
If we never could have fought him again.
What's that?
If we'd gone with Mouse, we could have fought him.
Yeah.
That battle good.
Mouse had every intention of going off on her own for that one, and so
Yeah, she did. Dang it.
she had no real reason to tell you guys.
I know, hindsight.
Yeah, she wasn't really planning on doing much of anything other than talking to him. That was...
Anyway.
But that puts us in a great place to talk to Garen about it. That's good.
Yeah.
It's true. Dang it.
So we were just talking while you were out that we might just, finish whatever information you have for us and then maybe wrap here so that we can get Mouse in for following through.
Yeah, I'm sorry we got started so late, but...
That's right. We got lots of good information this time.
Yeah, that was
Seriously.
totally worth it. Oh my gosh.
Stupid supervillain.
We weren't even there, and it was like...
Right? We all just kind of sat back for this one, but it was like...
Yeah, I was like, yes.
I
Keep going.
feel kind of
yes.
bad that, like, even though it was kind of a spotlight thing for Mouse, it was mostly just me kind of doing stuff. Like, where I'm just like, and then this NPC does this. And, but...
For that kind of experience, I'm really okay with that.
Oh, it's so good.
Welcome back to Tyrileth, everybody.
This is so much. Man.
Yeah, I don't know that there's really much more, if anything, to cover right now. If we're gonna hold off on, but it's gonna be a busy day for the Emerald Wing because you're gonna go probably
Because we
end up
also have
talking to
Siege
Garen,
Ball.
and you have a Siege Ball game.
Yeah,
We're booked.
Yeah, there are gonna be some people that are gonna want to talk to you before the Siege Ball game that are involved in, like, actually organizing everything and making sure that you aren't, that you're aware of the rules and whatnot. And they're gonna want to shuffle you through a bunch of checks and
Catch me up a little bit. How did we get into because the
Oh
power
yeah,
cut when
you
that
had
happened.
to bail.
It
So
was Roy.
Yeah, the power killed.
Yeah.
We were
We
out of power
ran-
completely.
we ran back to Kadrazat just in time to hear the announcement of which team, like who was going up against the awesome owl bears or amazing owl bears or something like that. And they're like, "It's the Emerald Wing," and we were like, "What?"
Really?
And yeah, and so Roy's like, "Well, if you lose, you owe me a drink, and if you win, you owe me lots of drinks because they put your name in the cup." I put your name in the lit of fire.
So happy.
So it's all thanks to Roy the Alehouse Drake.
Yay! Yay, the thirsty dragon!
So happy.
That's the name of a tavern right there.
The thirsty dragon.
Alehouse dragon. Oh, the thirsty dragon.
Yeah.
Backstories. Here we go.
We'll pocket that for later.
Yeah.
I write that down in my notes. I always need a good tavern name. The thirsty dragon. Right. Sorry, I really freaked out.
Yeah,
Backstories.
I've had the whole, like, there is some corruption in the City Watch that the Aegis is involved in plotline going since about 10 minutes before creating Garen for that one shot. There is...
That's a long time. I'm still impressed on some of these things. It's like, how do you hold on and remember for that long amount of time?
I don't always remember. That's what I have notes for. But
That's true.
Oh
but
man.
yeah, I sometimes really hate sitting on that stuff for a long time because of
man.
Oh,
I tell
but
you what.
the twists. Like I'm just like I just wanna.
Is it worth the payoff for you on your end? I know it is for me.
Yeah, it's great. It's just sometimes kind of frustrating on the way where I'm like I know too much. Like,
Right. That's what I felt with my little one shot. I'm like, here's this world compared to yours, you know. I'm like, do, and then you all get sucked into a dream, and oh look, you're married, and it's like, oh, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It's like that dog where it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I love that one. So
Here
much
it
fun.
comes.
Ready? Oh
Yeah, I'm
man.
excited to see where things go.
Oh, terrified. I want to go beat this dude. Gotta kill this guy.
I'm so worried.
Not worried. I want
Yeah.
revenge.
I was wondering if anybody was going to be wondering if that was Vacha even before he transformed, just because like cloaked man out of nowhere with a hood, just like, you know, yes, that's fairly general. But then as soon as he transformed, I was like, this is going to give it away for those who have actually dealt with him.
Yeah. As soon as I heard tentacles, I was like, Chris, do we recognize those tentacles? Yes, you definitely do.
Those tentacles.
Those are some very familiar tentacles.
Very familiar. Man, I want to kill that guy.
I'm going to send Craig away.
Bye,
Craig.
Goodbye, Craig.